Alright, ¿qué onda, vatos? Thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again. San Jose, California. Man, I stalled the bike. I stalled the bike right now coming out. I don't know what it is. It's been... How long has it been since I stalled a bike? I think the clutch is loose. I think that's what that is. It feels loose right now. You can see the clutch play. It's loose, so maybe that's what it is, or maybe I just suck at driving or riding manual. Maybe that's what it is. But anyways, man, let's get into it. So this is the last bike I have to test ride today, or demo ride today. This is the 2023 Road Glide Special. Now, of course, I mean, they all handle the same. They're all pretty much the same. I've already test ridden this bike. All right, I've test ridden it last year, and it's the same bike. 2022, 2023. They haven't done anything to it. It's, you know, it's the same bike. It's the same bike. It feels the same. Same powertrain, same you know, performance, everything. They haven't really done anything to these bikes. The only thing they've done is just the color options. They've changed stuff. As far as you know, suspension, you know, they're still the same. They haven't done anything to the suspension. They haven't done anything to the powertrain. Overall, I'm a fan of the bike. You know, just the overall look of it. You know, everything about it. I like the Prodigy wheels. So this is the special. You have the Prodigy wheels. This is the chrome version of that. So I believe it's a couple dollars cheaper than the blacked out one. But man, this is, you know, it's a good looking bike. I'm a fan of the fairing, the shark nose fairing. I like the placement, the rider position with the handlebars, the forwards, and the floorboards. It's a very comfortable bike. As far as performance, you know, compared to the ST, I mean, we're not losing out on a lot. We're talking about maybe, you know, 9 foot-pounds of torque. Not, you know, not a huge difference, not, you know, not anything to kind of point out, but you know, I guess that's where some of the differences are. You have, of course, see, there's the ST right there. You do have the extended saddlebags on this. On the ST, you do not. You have the standard saddlebags, and that's supposedly for lean angle, but I mean, really, I really don't think having standard bags will make a huge difference. But you know what, maybe I'm wrong. I've seen a few videos where you have a few riders really leaning into a twisty and they're scraping the extended saddlebag, so maybe that's where it's at. But overall, I do like the standard saddlebags. I think the extended ones are nice too. It's just that you know, as far as exhaust pipes and options, you don't really have much of that with the specials, because you got to get a ghost pipe just to, you know, just to make it look good. It just looks funny if you don't have a ghost pipe, or if you have a 2-into-1 and you don't have a ghost pipe. It just looks odd. It looks off. So that's just me. Typically you'll go true duals on this one. But anyways, this clutch is extremely loose. All right, so in case you're wondering, if your friction zone is closer to your grip, it's loose. If your friction zone is further away from your grip, it's tight. In case you guys are wondering, or if you guys are planning to adjust your clutch, that's how you know. So let's open her up. Oh yeah, I just got off of the Limited, so having that, you know, that weight off of it, of course, it's about 100 pounds difference. Now the Road Glide weighs in, you know, closer to 840 pounds. I just got off of the Limited, and that weighs closer to 1,000 pounds. So having the, you know, that weight off of the powertrain, it makes a difference. So this is just one thing that people don't understand when it comes to power to weight ratio. It makes a difference. I mean, this powertrain is the same powertrain on my Lowrider S. It's the same powertrain. You have the 114. You also have the 114 on the Lowrider S. Did I just say that? I'm repeating myself. But yes, you have the same powertrain, but on a lighter bike. This is why I really like the FXLR ST, because it weighs in under 750 and you have the same powertrain as the Road Glide. Now the Road Glide has its benefits. This is great for 2-up riding. This is great for long range, wind protection, buffeting. Everything's improved on the Road Glide. As far as, you know, rider position, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm more upright. I'm upright with the handlebars being in a comfortable position. My arms aren't fully extended. They have a little bit of bend at the elbows, and my legs are aligned with the fuel tank. As far as, you know, just comfort, ergo, it's great for 5'7". For my height, like I said, I'm 5'7". This could vary between, you know, team rider, but just the foot placement where it's supposed to be, my legs are, you know, they're more extended, so it's more of a relaxed, upright feel position with, of course, these handlebars, the seat, and the foot controls. So it's a very comfortable ride. I'm enjoying it. I like the bike. I like the Road Glide. And as far as, you know, the color schemes, the colors, the Prodigy wheels, I really like everything about. I like everything about these bikes. Everything that they have is just, I mean, of course, Harley gets flack about not, you know, providing upgrades, or, you know, just keeping the bikes the same. You know, I guess they it's just, you know, it comes down to profits. It comes down, you know, to the riders. There's a lot of folks that don't like change. A lot of people didn't like the Milwaukee 8 because it didn't have that shake or that vibration. So, I mean, you gotta find a sweet spot to kind of satisfy everybody's needs. So let's go ahead and open her up and get her up to speed. Let's make sure there's no police. Right there. Minor wind buffeting, just a little bit, but of course, coming off of the limited, we have the lowers on that bike. Man, the bike feels great. Like I said, you could ride this thing for hours on end and not have to, you know, pull over and get a break. Bike handles well, you know, for it being 850 pounds with the 114, you know, it handles just fine, but it just needs that little bit of, you know, a pick up and go. If you have a stage 2, or even if you have a 124 or 131, of course that's going to cost you more money, but you know what, the bike handles just fine. You can see why $1 Million Bogan bought that CVO and then sunk in another, I believe, $30,000 in just upgrades, of course, and that probably includes the labor. I mean, if you were doing that to yourself, I mean, if you were doing it yourself, as far as, you know, the upgrades, I believe you could probably do it for $15,000, but since he sunk in $30,000, he probably included the labor on some of that stuff. Man, that Milwaukee 8 sounds amazing. It sounds great. I'm a huge fan of the shark nose fairing, the updates. You know, when compared to the 2014, 2013 shark nose fairing, I really like what they did with the shark nose fairing. They just made it a little bit more modern and gave it more of a style that appeals to, you know, younger riders, in my opinion. But you have a lot of great little features here. I don't know if this is standard with RDRS. I don't believe it's standard with RDRS, but I believe you do have ABS standard on the specials. And you have, of course, a 114. You have a little bit more performance, which also benefits you when it comes to, you know, potentially going up on displacement. You have, of course, a longer stroke, a little bit longer stroke than the 107. But another great bike from Harley. 2023 changes, I mean, it's the same. All right, you could go out there, buy yourself a 2020, 2021, and it's going to be the exact same bike as this one. You know, they haven't done anything as far as, you know, the brakes. As far as the suspension, they're, you know, pretty much the same. Other than that, I mean, you know what you're getting with the Harley. You're getting that iconic feel and sound of a classic, you know, air-cooled pushrod V-twin. So you guys just stay out there, stay safe. Thanks for tuning into yet another video. Thanks for, you know, supporting the channel. Don't believe everything you read, Lazarus. Get out there and ride. Later.